Okay folks, in case you're wondering, this is the Alfa Romeo that I've had for a few years now. Started off as a media blasting job, and then the owner wanted me to change out his rockers. He provided that and the new floor part. And from that point on, it became a project that kept ballooning in size, scope, and cost. What we have here now is a end result completed car, all done with the exception of the interior, the engine and drivetrain, which I'm going to go down and get from his storage shed in southern Texas in the next week or so and put it in for him, including the windows. But let's just go over this car. New door skin I put on. New outer rockers and inner rockers and partial new outer, new middle, and partial inner rockers. In the Alfa Romeo, there's 3 rockers. There's the outer, there's an inner one, and then there's this one right here. Outer, middle, inner. New quarter panels. Full quarters, I should say. We'd also discovered that this car was in a rear end accident. And underneath here, if you can see them, yeah, right here. These trusses, right over there, and if I can see it, right there. See where that round circle thing is? That's a brace. Both of them were bent. I replaced them, fixed them. There was a lot of stress in this rear inner wheelhouse from the rear end collision that this car sustained. The whole back end was smashed, replaced, the rear tail panel, new quarters, and the trunk floor. All in here. You need that moved? Okay. Give me about 3 minutes. Okay. And all this is new. This trunk floor is from a generic fit from a Spider. And of course the new spare tire container, new gas tank. So this whole ass end was a major piece of work. I mean major. I mean, it was the most difficult, challenging task I've ever done because the geometry had to get right. And the geometry is this deck lid lined up properly with good gaps. And my videos and my pictures show documented proof and documented history of me and the girls working on this car for a long time, getting this thing right. New quarter here. This door is original, these rockers. And the other part of this car was on the inside right here. That's what they call a B pillar. That whole inside was rotted out. I had to get the pieces from England, replace that, repair that. The same thing with the front. Let me shut the door. Same thing with the front A-pillar down in the bottom. On the inside, multiple sandwiched layers of material, metal, etc. They're all properly replaced. And look at the gaps with the doors. And they're right. So I'm happy with that. Very happy with this car. 1973 or 1974 Alfa Romeo GTV. And I gotta cut this short because these clowns want to move their cars, their trucks, which I understand, and we'll get it moved. Okay, folks, there's the Alfa Romeo. Gonna go in there for a few days and then come out and see its glory in the sun. Tschüss!